the Princess Royal joined the Queen's coffin for a procession where the late monarch was taken from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall, where lies in state. Princess Anne, wearing a military uniform, looked solemn as she walked behind her mother's oak coffin with her brothers King Charles III, the Earl of Wessex, and Prince Andrew in the front row. And son Peter Phillips and her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Laurence also walked in the procession, as well as the Duke of Gloucester and the Earl of Snowdon, the son of the Queen's sister Princess Margaret, in the third row. The Queen Consort, the Princess of Wales, the Duchess of Sussex and the Countess of Wessex were travelling to Westminster Hall by car. Also forming part of the procession were loyal members of the late Queen's staff, including two of the Queen's pages and the palace steward, who walked directly in front of the coffin. The pallbearers were 10 former and serving armed forces equerries to Elizabeth II, who were at her side in uniform throughout her reign, supporting her at engagements and organizing her public diary. Princess Anne walks behind her mother's coffin, image, PA. Princess Anne joined her brother King Charles, image, Getty, other devoted members of the late Queen's household, who aided the monarch as she carried out her duties and in her daily life, processed ahead of the gun carriage, which carried the Queen's coffin adorned with the imperial state crown. The Queen's coffin is being taken in a grand military procession from the Palace of Westminster to Westminster Abbey for the state funeral on Monday. Senior members of the family are following behind on foot, just like they did for the funeral of Diana, Princess of Wales, and the Duke of Edinburgh. The Princess Royal, who travelled with the Queen on her journey from Balmoral to London via Edinburgh alongside her husband, issued a moving tribute to her mother after the military plane carrying her coffin arrived at London's RAF Northolt. Read more. Meghan and Harry could be sidelined at Queen's funeral. Princess Anne stood in military uniform alongside her brothers, King Charles and Prince Andrew, image, PA. Princess Anne donned her military uniform, image, PA, and said she was fortunate to be able to share the last 24 hours of my dearest mother's life in a statement, adding, "It has been an honor and a privilege to accompany her on her final journeys." Witnessing the love and respect shown by so many on these journeys has been both humbling and uplifting. We will all share unique memories. I offer my thanks to each and every one who share our sense of loss. Don't miss Fab Four Fears after William Olive Branch for Meghan and Harry, insight honor and a privilege for Anne to accompany her mother, info fears Andrew could represent King Charles III while Anne left out, revealed. Princess Anne saluted as they made their way past the cenotaph, image, Ben Stansall, pool/AFP. Photo by Ben Stansall/pool/AFP via Getty Images. Anne walked shoulder to shoulder with her brothers, image, Getty, trending. Anne also thanked the nation for the support and understanding offered to my dear brother Charles as he takes on his duties as king. She ended her statement with the words, "To my mother, the Queen, thank you." The 72-year-old princess was in Scotland when the Queen was taken ill, and stayed at her bedside at Balmoral Castle, as senior royals rushed to say their final farewells. Elizabeth II, the nation's longest reigning monarch, died peacefully on Thursday, September 8.